Test, test. Can y'all hear me? Echo. Okay. How about now? Still echo. Test. Echo. I'm talking to see if there's still an echo. No echo. Better, good. No echo. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, I was recording audio earlier, but I do it on my laptop that's sitting over there because I can work on those videos other places, but then I forgot to plug it back into my computer. It's a whole thing. Hello, everybody. Someone asked about the 24-hour stream. That was not me. That was Megpie that did that. She did her 24-hour stream. I think she didn't. I think she met her goal fundraising, or if not, got really, really close to it. So, hello. Let's see who all's here. Liz, hello. Ash, hello. I gotta shout out all of y'all. Danielle, hello. Mora and Sammy, hello. Okay. I think that's all the subs I saw in here. About to make my husband fork over the Switch. Nice. Also tonight we are enjoying adult bevies. Look at the color of this bad boy. That is indeed, I don't want to like pour it out, yellow beer. Because it is mustard flavored. The 24-hour stream was not me. That was Megpie, but she did her 24-hour stream. Yeah, so this is mustard beer mixed with pickle beer. It's very good. It's not by this brewery. This brewery is called Shannon, that I'm using the koozie for, but that's not the brewery that makes this beer. Hold on. I don't know if you'll be able to see yellow on yellow. Martin House Brewing Company out of Fort Worth, Texas. The pickle beer is phenomenal. It's like my favorite beer. And then they made a mustard beer. There's a very famous corn dog company here in Texas called Fletcher's. They're like the official state fair corn dog. They're a very big deal. And so this is like the Fletcher's corn dog mustard beer mixed with the pickle beer. So Fletcher's corn dogs paired up with Martin House to make this mustard beer. And then Best Made, which is a pickle company in Fort Worth, matched up to make this pickle beer. And now they've mixed together. And it's all deliciously... It tastes like pickles and mustard. It tastes like if you take a pickle and dip it into mustard and then you drink it, and as an alcoholic. It's very good. You gotta try some beers from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've never been to Michigan. Yes, this is mustard and pickle beer mixed together. Hello, Ace. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not, but the pickle beer is my favorite beer. And I wanted to try that mustard. They did a big festival called Glizzy Fest. And, Pinky, thank you for the follow. And, I missed Glizzy Fest, but they had some of that mustard beer left over that I was able to buy and bring home. I have a tattoo of a pickle dipped in mustard, that's friends with a corn dog dipped in mustard, tattooed on my body. I love pickles and mustard and corn dogs. So this is the best of all the worlds for me. Lidl my Lee, thank you for the follow. I know, I want to show y'all the tattoo, but it's on my shin, and that's difficult to do. Ba 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 da da da. Okay, it's upside down, but there's my shin with my mustard and pickle. We were at Martin House, and so I was drinking the mustard beer, and I wanted to take a picture of my corn dog and pickle with their happy mustard with my mustard beer. So there's a bad picture of it. I love that tattoo. It's so funny. Here we go. This might be a better picture of it. There we go. Anyway. How does your house have that doorbell sound? I don't know. It just makes that sound. Yeah, they're modeled roughly after those movie snacks that used to sing, "Let's all go to the lobby." So I wanted that style of snack, but those specific two things, both with mustard. Do you like watermelon with mustard? Nah, I haven't tried it. I don't think I would like the texture of those two things together. How many questions do you get about that tattoo? I don't get to show it off very often. I get stopped about my arm all the time. It is like constant. I always wear the purple one. Let's wear the other one. I have a full sleeve of gaming stuff. So the top half is all Zelda. Here, I gotta tilt my camera again. The top half is all Zelda, and it's an Ocarina of Time and Breath of the Wild mashup. It's really hard to show on screen. And then the bottom half is mostly Mario, but also like Centipede is my favorite, like old school arcade game. And then I've got the cake from Portal right here. And then on the back, there's Dance Dance Revolution arrows right here. And all the flowers on the bottom are from Animal Crossing. So like, yeah. Anyway, I get a lot of questions about that. Oh. Have you seen the cottage cheese mustard trend? No. Ew, cottage cheese and mustard? So the clock that's hanging up is from the, how do I explain this? Nintendo Online has an app for your phone. A lot of games have little things you can do on the phone in addition to like in game. So like on Animal Crossing, you can essentially have a Nook phone on your actual cell phone, and it has an app that's like collecting daily points. And I redeemed that clock with some of the points. Ah, dang it. I missed most of your lives because, oh, it's purple, but the camera makes it look blue. Yes. I took a shower today without having to put my hand in a bag, and I just washed it all, and it was nice, but I still have stitches in, so I gotta keep it covered for now. Hi, Degby. Ooh, we're gonna be real ADD tonight. Cameron, thank you for the follow. Well, since my thumb is still wrapped up, I'm still playing with the crab claw, so I forget, the right buttons to push because I'm used to using my thumb. It's just the Nintendo Online app. I had surgery on my hand, and tomorrow I should be getting my stitches out, so fingers crossed. Oh no. I thought my controller was drifting. There's definitely hot mustard Lay's potato chips. Yes. And dill pickle flavor too. Yes. I love pickles. I think the reason I like this beer so much is because it's like if you were just to drink pickle juice straight out of the jar, but it was alcoholic. That's what this tastes like. A live-action Simpsons movie sounds like a nightmare. I don't eat a lot of chips. I don't want to say that I don't really like chips. But if I never ate chips again, I'd probably be okay. Okay, so the Nintendo Online app, this one right here, looks just like, it's going to be hard to see because my camera doesn't want to focus, but it's just literally Nintendo Online. There's a lot of games you can play that have online aspects to them. And then if you go here, you can see like, oh, Animal Crossing has an online option, game-specific services. So now my cell phone is going to look, it's going to do my Nook Link, and it looks just like my Nook phone. Oops, except for that's my cleaning mode. See? Except for this one has an extra thing right here called Nook Points. And when you tap on that, and you can just earn daily Nook points, and you just hit Get My Points. And it usually gives you 10 every day. Occasionally it'll give you another random amount. So I got 10 coins today, 10 points. So you can redeem items. And there's just like little things you can get. Like I have the little Nook Leaf purse, but the clock, this is where I got the clock. It's 80 points and I have 60 right now, but you can get Timmy and Tommy's photo. Oh no, that's right. The fireworks show started. Crap. I was going to go do custom fireworks and it's already started. Okay, sorry. The beer I'm drinking is Martin House Dill Pickle Beer, mixed with Martin House's Fletcher's Corny Dog Mustard beer. Yeah, pickleback is just pickle juice after a shot. Oh, I can hear him. Look at everybody out in the square. Oh my god, Coco is here for it. I love that. The GameCube version, you had to watch the fireworks by water because you couldn't look at the sky. Oh. I got so distracted trying to change clothes and that kind of thing. I was going to do custom fireworks and I totally forgot. Yeah, Isabel. Give me that bopper. Star bopper! Hi, KS, how are you? Oh my gosh, so cute. You got a green one. I love that. I played the one on the Wii, City Folk. The fireworks last till midnight. And if you get here day of, but before the fireworks start, you can talk to Isabel and use some of your custom designs for the fireworks. Good, what about you? How's your hand? Good! I put a new wrap on it. It's purple, but the camera makes it look blue for some reason, because I've played a lot with the, the way the camera looks. And, no, you're not late. We've only been going about 15 minutes. So you have to interact with the actual box, not with red. Got boba tea. Hi, explosions. Hello. Red is a ripoff. Because I'm not going to eat any food that comes out of there. Oh, there you go. An orange frozen treat. Look at that. Talk to Isabel again and you can still do the customs? No, I'm good, bro. The cousin discount isn't real. He just wants you to feel special. Oh, you can! Oh, I guess I can't use any of the designs that I have saved. So... Oh, wait. Can I just... Oh, wait. Here we go. Danielle, thank you for the cat paws. Okay, so now we kind of have to wait a minute. But it should... That is Nicolas Cage. We're gonna have his face in lights tonight. We just have to pay attention and look for it. It could take a little time, so we gotta be patient. It should go again. Oops. Patience. I know. Oh my gosh. We're gonna miss it. There's the cake! I didn't realize they'd go away if you just don't talk to them after a minute. You still want to talk? It's a sparkler. Thanks, Stinky. I guess that was it. That one little sparkle. Yeah, his name's Stinky. I love Stinky. There was Nicolas Cage. And the cake. Where's all my tools at? There's fireworks every Sunday in August. Wait, Carlos, come here. Can I not, like, gift them stuff? How'd you get that, Nick Cage? I straight up do not remember. I don't even know how that got into my custom codes. If I wasn't the only one that played this game in my household, I would swear it wasn't me because I genuinely have no memory of doing it. I don't really have an island themed. I just made an island that I thought would be cool to hang out at if it really existed. Fireworks are between 7 p.m. and midnight. Okay, so I need a watering can and a slingshot. Almost out of watering cans. I told you I something you do and forget, honestly. I don't remember doing it. And like, I went to go customize a storage shed one time to show somebody how to do it. And I was like, where did this come from? Like, what Why would I have downloaded that? Hello. Do I not have a shovel? I do. It's just not my fave. It's like a couple margaritas in. For real, though. It very well could have been one of those nights. Carlos is my favorite. How do you get that extra storage certificate? Thank you, Sterling. Feels like Nick Cage is a fever dream. The storage shed you can buy from the Nook Miles ATM for 6,000 Nook Miles, and it becomes available for purchase after you have fully upgraded your home and you've upgraded your home storage to at least 2,400 slots. Yeah, right? Like, you don't realize you've done it. And a lot of this game I feel like you can kind of do in a trance without realizing you've done anything. It feels like you can accomplish so much, but also so little while you're playing. I like the music during the fireworks show. I also never play at this time of night, so this is a nice change of pace to music. I got this game on my birthday and stayed up all night playing. Yes. I used to play every day, all day, forever, like many of us during 2020, who were just sitting at home in our houses. I've been playing this island since 2020. I've got about 730-ish hours on it. 1,500 hours and still an unfinished island. Oh my goodness. Like the fireworks, it's low stakes, cool, different. Yes, see, it exactly. You don't really have to do anything. You're not obligated to participate. Like, it just happens at night. Oh, my hand is so itchy. Okay. Y'all, I got some more stuff to add to the giveaway. I don't know how to put things. I got some passes for like 3 months of Nintendo Online, and then I got the DLC to add on as well. So that's gonna go in the Animal Crossing prize pack giveaway. Yeah. I have a giant garden that I want to move, but I'm not so motivated. Sometimes it's so tedious to move those things. Like, I have my whole garden planted, and then I decided I wanted to put a dirt path underneath it all, so I had to dig it all up and then replant it on top of the dirt path. And it looks really good, but it's super annoying. Oh yeah, I feel like if she liked Farmville, then she'd totally like this. See, this is usually my wake up in the morning game. Is that a golden stag? No, it's a horned elephant. I don't know, they all look the same to me. Still, though. Old, try to get her trying to think new, but she's like this, you know, fair. I get it. Oh, I just scared something off. So much junk on my beach. Man, I'm super glad I decided to play this tonight. I forgot it was Sunday. I thought about playing The Sims again, but since I'm not going to be able to stream this at all next week, I figured I'd play this tonight. Yes, I got the little star when you get the cafe, like how many houses you had to do. Ah! It's pretty early on. I feel like I did the hospital and then the cafe was like right after that. So it's one of the earlier like amenities that you get. One night I was villager hunting, so it was like 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. I don't mind villager hunting now and again, especially when I'm not looking for anybody specific, but I would rather just use amiibos at this point. If I know there's somebody I want to swap out. My boyfriend was sleeping next to me, and I got on Tarantula Island. Oh my. Nanya, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Are these something that would like bother a dog? What are we doing today? Well, we watched some fireworks, and now we're just kind of doing those daily chores that I didn't do this morning. I have most of the ones I really want to do was my select villager hunting. See, that's a good mix. Sometimes we villager hunt if I know someone's moving out, but a lot of the time, like, I generally like everybody that lives on my island. There's no one I want to get rid of. So every once in a while, if I get a wild hair and want to get rid of somebody, I have a big stack of amiibos, and I'll usually pick out, like, 3 of them just at random and let chat vote on who they want. Oh, damn it. Scorpions aren't afraid of fireworks. Noted. Smash B, thank you for the follow. Fun stuff, gonna tune in and relax while I get ready for bed. Yes! Man, if you like background noise, I love being background noise, because I also use streams for background noise. I have a YouTube channel that I upload all my old gameplay to, so if anyone ever just wants some chill stuff very much just like this, I have all my Zelda stuff on there too, and I've started streaming The Sims recently, so there's a little bit of that on there, but I've been focusing on building on my island. Almost done, so now I want villager hunting times for morning. Nice! Gotta make a nice place for them to come and stay. Cool, I'll go subscribe. Thank you, it's linked in my bio. It's a table. It's a table, and there's like shell stools you can make to go with it. Hey, bud. It's like a blooming flower painting the night sky. Whoa. But it's like you can't interact with them to give them a gift or something. Oh my goodness, thank you for the gold star, Land Hat. I appreciate it. This is Cyrano. I love him. He's kind of a grumpy Gus. Get me through the morning. I work 6 to 8 a.m. and YouTube that I switch for you. Oh my goodness. I love that. Thank you. I'm trying to be so better about uploading my videos. I'm doing a better job, I think, than I was. Yeah, no, we've got good relationships. Cyrano's lived here for, like, ever. It's just very strange. Because they want to talk about the fireworks, I guess. What's up, Chaos? Ooh, Charlara Stack, thank you for the follow. He's odd. Yes, he is odd. I like a Grumpus. The fireworks are just every Sunday in August. It's just a fireworks festival. And they launch fireworks, and Isabel will give you a bobber headband, like what I'm wearing. And you can do custom fireworks. Oh, see, because there was Nick Cage. And there's Cake. Those are my customs that I have up right now. You got a bidet in the game. Oh my gosh, weren't we just talking about bidets the other day and how much I like a bidet? Yeah, I think that's true. While some events are going on, you can't gift because they're all distracted by the fireworks. How full are my pockets? Pretty darn is the answer. A scorpion! That's how we do that. Holy moly. Well, also, like, I know I'm gonna cut that for a video, so I want to be quiet. Also focus, but I have not seen a scorpion in a very long time, and I have a video about tarantulas, but it also requires some focus, because you have to play red light, green light with them. Claws down, and you can take a couple steps up, and then they put their claws up, and you have to hold real still, and then they put their claws back down. You just have to play that game, and then move a little forward, and then hold real still. Green light, red light, green light, like that. What's going on? My god. I'm so excited we have a scorpion to sell. Those scorpions are worth a pretty penny. Whew, anyway, twin scorpions. I know, right? Ah! I didn't even think about that scorpions were going to be out because I never play at night, so I'm super glad you said something. Flick. So you can find veggies on mystery islands, and then you can but you have to be at least a level 3 to cook, so excuse me, I don't know if that's when they start showing up or what, but you can also buy veggie starts from Leaf as well. Because here we've got sugarcane. And then wheat. Cool Whip. Turnips do not grow. They are strictly for buying and selling in the stalk market. Wheat. That scorpion got my heart rate going. A little bit of space left. Shall we water this row real quick? Does glowing moss grow? No, but in the Happy Home Paradise Island it does like spread out. You can pick it and it will regrow in that area, but that's just more of the game spawning it for you to have. It won't like grow if you set it out on your island and water it or anything. Yeah, the fireworks are for every Sunday in August. It's Fireworks Festival. And so there's fireworks from 7 to midnight, and you can get a free little bopper headband is what they're called, that my character's wearing, the star one that I got from Isabel. She gives you a random one. And Red has like a mystery box. You can pay 500 bells to get a ticket for a raffle and get some mediocre prizes from him. Let's see how much this we can put in our pockets. No, I think there's a variety of colors as well, because someone earlier in chat said they got the green stars. 333, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I just made a video about the Fireworks Festival earlier today and posted it, so I've got a whole playlist of like Animal Crossing tips videos on my TikTok page, and just made this one this morning, and there's pictures of the boppers on there, but not of there, because there's 4 different styles of boppers. Oh, a money tree. 10,000 bells, woo. Do you know if there's any way to fix the season on my island? It's winter and it's snowing. So are you in the southern hemisphere then? I mean, you can time travel. Another money tree. 17,000. No, it won't even give you the option to plant turnips. Oh, I just saw, thank you for the rose, Charlo Shack. Charlaro Shack. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I don't feel like I am. Dang. I forgot my pockets were full. I gotta use the rope. Welcome back. Yes, I know you don't buy turnips on Sunday. No, I don't use the Dropbox. The Dropbox only gives you 80% of the total amount that it would normally be worth. So I wouldn't use the Dropbox unless it was like an emergency for some reason. ACNH tonight? Is this new? I don't usually stream in the evening, but my hand is still not well yet, so I can't hold a controller and play standard. So I'm playing like this. So I can't play Zelda. In the beginning, I would run out of, like, apples and pears, but now I don't. I stock up on pretty much everything. Yeah, it is that big of a loss from the Dropbox, so unless you just... I can't imagine a scenario when you would have to sell something, because, like... even if your pockets are full, even if your house storage is full, you can just leave stuff on the ground outside of Nooks till it's open the next day. Like, it's not... Yes, if you leave things laying around your house, it's just going to affect your star rating and drop it down. But, not enough in, like, one night if you're just going to sell it the next day. No, it's a loss. Mason! Yeah, unless bells just don't matter, because you do get to a point where it, like, doesn't... I have so many stinking bells, it doesn't really matter. But I still don't even like to use the box. I just have an aversion to it. For dumb things I don't care about and just want to get rid of. Yeah, for real. Like, yeah, too much money, I get that. I mean, y'all saw how many bells I had in the bank just then. Doesn't it tell you? There you go. How much did you have? I just joined. I have almost 59 million bells. Something like that. That's true. I mean, straight up, like, if you've got enough bells in the bank and you don't care, cool. It's kind of crucial at the beginning of the game when you're trying to, like, build up your house and stuff, but, like, to each their own. Like, I'm not hating on anyone who wants to use the drop box. The beauty of this game is you can play it however you want, and whatever you do on your island has absolutely no bearing on my life whatsoever, and vice versa. Like, I don't time travel, I don't do treasure islands, but if you do that and it makes that game more fun for you, then that's truly awesome for you. Like, that's one thing I really love about this game. We get all 3? Yep. Where's Meg? She needs to see the room. I showed Meg the room. Meg and I have done the room. I don't know who that is. I was watering the gyroid fragments. You have to bury the fragments and then water them, and the little puff of steam will come up. Excuse me. And that's the way you know they're, like, cooking. So tomorrow I'll dig up a full gyroid from each of those. He's a famous gamer. Oh. No, the only famous gamer I know is me. Oh my god, I'm just kidding. No, I don't really keep up with a lot of that stuff. I was totally kidding. That's true. Our, like, lady squad that we have of gamers that I love. I need your autograph so I can sell it on eBay. I'm gonna sell it in my own eBay. That's Daisy. She's sweet. On nights when you have fireworks, which is going to be every Sunday in August, and that's for both the northern and the southern hemisphere, you can go talk to Isabel during the fireworks, and she'll give you a headband. The bobber headband. Looking to see if our Nicolas Cage firework is going to pop up again. Love the lady streamer so much. Same. A little group I didn't know I needed, but truly love being part of. Come on, Nicolas Cage. It's gotta be happening soon. Ooh, I like those ones that, like, sparkle like that. Just gonna wait. Come on. Did y'all see the new emote I added? There it is. I do not stream on Twitch simultaneously. No, I used to, and I just don't anymore. That was the face when they went up into the space shuttle. You know, that 50 Mile High Club. When it took off and went to space, that was that face. I was uploading that stream to YouTube earlier. Come on, get it! Since I feel like I've been surprised by that game so much lately, because that face could have come from multiple reasons on The Sims. Yes, it's Fireworks Festival! Hi, how are you? Excited, I ordered some new things for my stream setup that y'all will never see, but I'm excited about. I got some new lights coming in. The star headband is a random gift that Isabel will give you during the fireworks if you just talk to her. It could be one of 4 different headbands in a variety of colors. Guarantee I wake up in 3 hours, sleep the rest. Oh, what did I miss? She needs some motivation to get things around the house by listening that I can relax. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I don't normally care for real life fireworks. Just I like a big professional fireworks show, but like just like a neighborhood like shooting off mortars from the street, I'm like, eh. Just caught my favorite fish and took a photo with fireworks in the background. Oh my gosh, it's like it was the game was celebrating with you. What's your favorite fish? Maybe we'll come across another scorpion. The sunfish, that big dope. He's so huge. Honestly. It's just ridiculous how big that fish is. I love it. It's like when you pull out the oarfish and it's so long. Maria, thank you for the follow. Nice headband. Thank you, Mason. The sunfish is a big silly. You have the flower headbands. Nice. I don't know, like when we go to Disney, I like to stay and like watch the fireworks at Epcot, you know, that kind of thing, but I'm fine never watching fireworks for like my city or whatever. Because fireworks, well, I feel like fireworks are usually like a hot weather thing, even though people do them for New Year's. Being outside in July in Texas sucks. Max, I always love to shoot them off and I always had zero interest, yeah. I get annoyed when neighbors are popping off at like 3 a.m. like, go to... Yeah, for real. And so that and the fact that people start doing fireworks like a week before the 4th and then continue to do them after. And I'm like, guys, this is a one-night thing. Like, come on. First time watching It's Your Island, 5 stars. First of all, welcome. Oh, also these kimonos are special during the fireworks festival. And no, my island is not 5-star because I leave a bunch of stuff laying out all the time. I open my island up to visitors once a week. This is cute. And once a month. And so leaving all that stuff out has knocked it down to a 4-star island. The Harmon neighborhood animal. Yeah. Exactly. Ooh, pineapple shirt. Wow, that's a skirt. So, there's these kimono in here. This is cute. Morning Glory. I guess it's not technically a kimono. Yukata. I like this black one. Cute. Look at this horrifying mask. Ooh. There's no Zori that really match this, though. Well, this one's not bad. You leave for vacation on Thursday? Yes! Addison, thank you for the follow. Yeah, what are you going to do? Are you just doing a staycation? Are you actually going somewhere? Let's drink some more of this before it gets too warm. Okay, there we go. Wisconsin, and it's gonna be like 75. That's so nice. Since vacation, sleep in Zelda, yeah. And sweating, and also a vacation. Love that. A pitfall looks just like this, but then when you run over it, it's actually like a hole in the ground that a character falls into. And there's a DIY for a pitfall seed that you like bury, and so it's kind of like a booby trap. What's a vacation, right? I'm excited to go to Los Angeles in September, even though it's not really a vacation. It'll be nice just to like get out of the state and travel somewhere. Anna Grace, thank you for the follow. My fiance doesn't understand why I love this game. Not everyone's a cozy gamer, and that's okay. Ooh, a shark. And it's nighttime, so maybe it'll be like a saw shark or something. Ooh, it's a hammerhead. We're driving, I'm taking the Switch and Kindle the car. Very excited. See, I'm so envious of people who can do stuff like this in the car. I get car sick so easily that, like, I can have next to zero screen time. And I can't read. Leaving to go to Europe. Ooh, fun. You're playing along with me? This is a good game to watch and play. Can barely tell my phone for a second. Yes, going to Canada, waiting for my enhanced license to cross the border. You have to have a license to drive and can't. I guess that makes sense. It's a foreign country to some of us. Jennifer, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I love to sleep in the car. I was joking with my husband one time, and I was like, oh, I wish we could just teleport. I hate having to go in the car. And he does like all the driving, and he goes, what do you mean you do teleport? You close your eyes and you magically wake up in the place. And I was like, oh, you're not wrong. Car narcoleptic. Yes. It's just because, like, if you can't do anything else in the car, if you can't play on your phone or you can't whatever, it's very easy to just, like, get, like, road hypnotism and fall asleep. Passenger princess for sure. I love being a passenger princess. It's the same as a passport, but only good for Canada, I believe. Oh. I mean, we've been together for so long. He, I guess he kind of gets a pass. Norway, London, Italy, and a few other places in Canada if I had. Oh my goodness, what a trip. I know. If you can't joke around with your, like, close family, chosen family, or whoever, are they really your family? When I get hearts and not stars, there's 4 different types of bobbers. Ugh. I'd rather drive where I get bored. I hate driving. I would like to have a driver for the rest of my existence. But alas, I'm not like a lotto winner or anything, so I can't afford that. Do you have any kids? No. Got the green headband when I like it. Nice! I prefer to drive. I can have a hard time. I just... yeah. Yeah, Friday I came home from work and, like, husband had been driving around all day in the city, and he was like... I told him that I needed to go out Friday night. And, he's like, are you driving? And I was like, no, I want to drink, so... He's like, so I put it down the back seat, make a giant pallet to sleep in the back. Nice, that's smart. You get stressed when other people drive because I don't trust anyone's driving. Okay, I can understand that too. Man, am I gonna sneeze? It's possible. It's scary when driving. Yeah, at least when you're driving, you have a sense of control over it. I'm gonna influence all of you to sneeze. Mason. Although, I was driving one time, and we live in this little neighborhood, and several blocks down the road, I could see, like, a family with, like, a husband and a couple kids, like a dad and a couple kids. I don't know if he was a husband or not. It doesn't matter. It was a gentleman and a couple kids. And out loud, my husband in the passenger seat, I said, what if I just ran that family over? And he looked at me, and I was like, did I say that out? I said, I won't! Of course I wouldn't do that. But like, what if? Honestly. Yeah, I guess I trust myself not to follow the intrusive thoughts. I mean, I would never do that. But like, honestly, those are the thoughts that usually you don't share out loud, and it's just like slipped out. And now you're not allowed to drive anymore. You know, probably for the best. See, exactly. Everyone has thought something insane like that. My lives are, what did you see? What if I just drove off this overpass? What if I just plowed into that tree? Like, people who like don't live with anxiety or what? Like, do y'all have these thoughts? What's it like? Which I wouldn't do, but why would I? Exactly. It's just a thought that crosses you. What if I stuck my hand in the garbage disposal? You know? What if I, you know? Y'all know. Y'all know. What if I stab myself in the heart when doing the dishes? I told my husband that I don't like the forks and knives pointing up because I'm afraid I'm going to trip and fall into them. And he's like, nobody thinks like that. And I said, I do. People exist without anxiety. I think my husband is one of them. I feel so seen in this chat. I know, right? He's wrong. I know. Because then you wouldn't have to do the dishes. See, y'all are my people. I know y'all are my people. Because y'all aren't sitting here like, this girl is crazy. Because you're like, we're all the same crazy. Hey, Alexa. Join our intrusive thoughts conversation. I don't know if just anxious thoughts or intrusive thoughts are like a combination of the anxiety and... I'm like, oh, my doctor. See? And then, like, if you've seen Final Destination or anything... Yeah, I'm getting my hand mangled in the garbage disposal. Ace. Same brains. Adjacent. Yeah, anxiety adjacent. I think the two go together. Like... My dishwasher is a separate tray where you can lay down the silverware. See, that's nice. My mom has that. It's like on the very top in her dishwasher where you can just lay them down. That's the way to do that. found a mouse in the bathroom and you had to use a plunger. Oh my god. Yeah, don't drive behind the log trucks. Y'all know why. Yes. Oh my god, that's horrifying. I never used the bathroom again. I can't even remember, like, some of the stuff that I have voiced. That is just, it just sounds straight up insane when I say it, but it's, I think about it, like... Try to stay away from the hay trucks. Yeah. Why won't you get LASIK, Shannon? Well, because Final Destination messed me up. You don't want to go to tanning bed? No! If I said mine out loud, I'd be put in a mental hospital. I feel that way sometimes. And then, like, the whole conversation of impulsive thoughts versus intrusive thoughts. Where it's like, oh my god, I was standing in the line at the grocery store and I just, like, grabbed this chocolate bar and ate the whole thing while I was standing there waiting in line. That's impulsive. Intrusive is like, what if I cut my finger off with this cigar cutter while I'm cutting my cigar? I was convinced I could. Intrusive is like cartoon. Yes. Like just ridiculous stuff. That's what it was we were talking about. We were smoking cigars. We like cigars. And I don't like the cigar cutter I had. It was like the worst one we have. It's not very sharp anymore. And I was like, I can see that my finger's not in there. But like, what if it was? Like, what if it is? And like, what would happen if I just like... They're gonna make a Shrek 5? That's crazy. So glad we laughed about it because it's absolutely crazy. No, this is your people. Welcome. Welcome. And thank you for the follow. Before you... Oh my god, you guys. It's only 8 o'clock and I could go to bed. We went out to dinner with my in-laws. It was my father-in-law's birthday last Wednesday. And it was so good, and I'm so full. And then we went and got Andy's, which is custard, and I ate some espresso. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I had some coffee custard, and then drank that beer. Every time I chop carrots, ever since I heard biting carrot is the same as a finger. Oh. I love the crunch of a carrot. Nothing there. Custard sounds like it might be a wild combo to this heavy IBS issue. Oh yeah, like my lactose intolerant ass is gonna be probably feeling that. Not to mention that I ate a bunch of dumplings before I had the custard. Like, delicious, greasy, oily dumplings. Maura, thank you for the cheer you up. I have a vegetable chopper every single time. I just want to put my hand in it. Yes. I am afraid of escalators to this day because I'm afraid my toes are going to get stuck in them and it's going to chop the ends of my toes off. Me works if I stick my arm here. I know, right? I was also like, yeah. It would just melt like that scene in Raiders, like when their face just melts. Raiders of the Lost Ark, for those of you who are not 100 years old and don't watch Indiana Jones. I am lactose intolerant. Me too. Moderately. But I do it anyway. Animals on leashes go around and into elevators. Right? I've seen videos lately of people, like, saving dogs that get stuck on the other side of elevators with their leashes and stuff, and it's awful. celebrate my birthday in Animal Crossing yesterday. Oh, happy belated birthday! That is fun. I love a good... Sharing at least someone alone. See? This is why we can share those thoughts here. Because we're not alone. I did get some of those lactose pills. I just never remember to take them. What have you got, Sahara? Oh yeah, that's right. You've still got that cool mushy rug that I love. I'm still gonna eat mac and cheese every single time because I don't care. Yeah, life's too short. Life's too short. I need to send one of these mushroom rugs to Franz. Harvest Island is expensive to set up. Still not expensive as some of the house upgrades you do, but still expensive at 100,000 bells a vendor. Oh my gosh, Degby, I love that. Look at you prepared. I'm going to the toilet regardless. I might as well enjoy the food. Oh my god, Mason, the description is so perfect. I love that. Pretty severe, so I can have, but yeah. See, mine's pretty, like, mild to moderate. Like, that custard might wreck me, but I also might be fine. It's a gamble. So what that makes sense to me. Honestly, I've just never heard it phrased like that, but I love it. Let's go home. ADHD medication was submitted. Oh yeah, some of my transplant meds are like that. It's always a gamble with lactose. Yes, lactose and spice. Honestly, I have to be more cautious of spice because ever since I had my gallbladder taken out, my spice belly is not fun. Can I send one to a friend? Oh, I'm looking for Franz, but it's Nicole. Which one should we send? There's no cute, like, mushroom card. Oh, this one's nice. I don't remember that. I do love Seinfeld, though. There we go. I know, right? She's in my cell phone as Franz. Like, it trips me out to hear her real name. Because my username, I'm not creative, and I just used my name. So, although I've said it before, but it's been a while. Like, y'all are the only ones that call me Shan. Which is fine. It's definitely not a problem. Everyone else in my life calls me Shannon. Full name. Chow Mein, thank you for the heart me. She just needs to legally change it. Maybe she'll do that when she changes to her married name. She'll be Franzella married name. Everyone knew, hey Shank. She refuses to call me anything but Ace, and I was like, same, exactly. Like, I get used to calling you, hi, I'm bye. I'm also not Lind, but I get it. See, isn't that funny? Meanwhile, Mason's just Mason. Oh, thank you for the hi bear. My user's excellent spelling of my name I thought was funny, so I kept it. See? And I love that kind of thing. For like a long time, back when the internet was first invented, my username, my very first, like, maybe my second username was Sock Monkey, but it was like SOCMNKY, something like that. And my friend told me that her mom was like looking at her as we AIM'd at each other. I was like, who's that Schminky person? And so for a long time, my nickname was Schminky. As much as you're saying Shanks, and that's fine too. Hi. Yes, this was. I'm 37 years old, y'all. Like, I remember these things. Pandora is legally changing their name to Pandora. I love that. See, but my last name isn't Sully anymore. I was born in 98 and I remember AOL coming out. Oh, I'm so old. Deb loves dogs. I love that. Name change was so expensive. Name changing is not cheap. Getting copies of all the things you have to get copies of and getting new everything. It is such a long, complicated process. You know, Mason, you know. I spent $250 just on a new passport. The change was so complicated. Yeah, I just realized that I never changed my Trusted Traveler card because I got background checked by Homeland Security and I have this like global entry verification because I used to travel internationally and haven't since the pandemic, but I never changed my name on that card. And so when I was registering my Trusted Traveler number, I was like, dang it, it's gonna take way too long. What I know is I didn't change my name from my ex's last name after my divorce. Honestly, I have told my husband, I said, no matter how this ends, I'm gonna be my new married name because it's such a pain in the rear to change it. First name change should be free because I didn't get to pick the first time. Getting married in 2 months and still debating on the name change. I debated. I wasn't going to take his name at first, and then I changed my mind. My sister's getting married next year, and she said she's going to drop her middle name, make her maiden name her middle name, and then use his name for the last name. And I was like, ooh, I like that. Because I liked my last name. Not that I don't like my new last name, but just flowed better. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If I had thought about it, I would have done it, but I didn't. Literally didn't occur to me. Thanks for sticking with this name. Oh my god. You know, you don't have to. Thankfully, we ladies aren't, well, I mean, property anymore, so we don't have to change our names, but it took me a year to get my name changed. I still haven't changed my name on everything. I did the big stuff, like my passport's done, my professional licenses are done, all my banking stuff, most of my credit cards. But I forgot about my Trusted Traveler card. How long have you been married? It'll be 2 years in October, but we were together for like 9 years before we got married, and we've known each other for even longer than that. Rachel Tice, 505, thank you for the follow. Oh, there goes my watering can. Bye. So we met in 06, and we started dating kind of in 2011, and then we married in 2021, but there was a year where we weren't together. Oh, do you like my mask? Here. How'd you meet? Working at Starbucks together. So my username is a mashup of my name, but it's not my name anymore because I'm married and I changed my last name. But my name is Shannon, hence the Shan, and the K is my middle initial, but everyone thinks it's Shank, which is fine because it totally looks like it. Very similar. My fiance started dating 14 game right now. Oh, I love that. My island maintains a 4-star rating because I leave stuff out and laying around too much. Got the heart bopper. Nice. Shan Scully. It's true. For my friends that flip letters. And my tattoo artist, when we first started hanging out, getting tattooed and things, she always wrote, oh, there's a mosquito. There we go. My husband is Dan K. He likes green things, so it's genuinely hilarious. Ah, I love that. That's funny. And Shake is kind of intimidating. My middle name is actually just K, not the letter, but K-A-Y. Well, and I also really love skulls. Like, I have a bunch of skull stuff and skull-themed things, and I do radiology, so Scully is not unreasonable. Violet's middle name is Faye. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yes, Shannon K. I never catch the bug that makes a sound. You can't really see it because, yeah. Isn't there an option to have like a vibrate mode on in the settings? Because I think they have to make accommodations for people who have like hearing loss or are hard of hearing. I mean, I guess they don't have to, but I thought someone told me they did. Oh my gosh, we haven't picked the bottle up yet. Well, and that bug isn't in season right now for the Northern Hemisphere. I think it's in season in the Southern Hemisphere. There's another shark. Shark in the dark. Goes off way too early. Danielle, have a great night. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be on for too terribly much longer. Shark in the dark, rake in the lake. Oh. Which one is my money rock? Not that it really matters. Do you plan to stream in the AM? I cannot stream at all next week in the morning, unfortunately. Tomorrow I have my doctor's appointment in the morning. Hopefully to get stitches out. And then I'm on the early shift next week. So there will be no morning streams next week. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I had a cyst removed from my thumb. Yes, I will. I was gonna ask him if I could like record a video of him removing them, but I don't know if anybody would want to see that besides me. That would definitely just be like a just for me video. Yeah, I had a ganglion cyst like at the base of my thumb, like right here, and they had to cut it in this like gnarly V shape. Do y'all watch that woman here on TikTok that does the imitations of all the Kardashians? And when she does Khloe, she wears this like ratty wig and has these like paper fingernails, and it's always like, not the boulder. Like, I think about that every time somebody types something like that. Yes! Oh my god. Not the gluten. And they always fall off. I love her so much. She's so funny. Okay, so we're all on the same FYP then. She's so good. I will have a cool scar. Not Travi. Stop, I love it. I have never watched an episode of the Kardashians show, but I will watch every TikTok that woman puts out. It's so funny. She does really look like them. She does a good job of, like, making her face look like a mask. The Kardashians was better with Scott. I've heard that. Did you dye your hair? I haven't been here. No, I actually have an appointment to have it done on Tuesday. Carm, thank you for the follow. No, look at my roots. They're so dark. Not the roots. Yes, AC at night. Megan with the ANH. Thank you for the follow. I can read. Yeah, it's been about 6 weeks since I've had my hair done. Megan with an H. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Megan with an H! Thank you for the follow. Maybe I can't read. Any other scorpions lurking about? We caught that one scorpion earlier. Gonna miss your morning streams. I go back to work, so I'll be back on them after next week. Sometimes gotta work that morning shift, you know. But it'll be nice because I get off work at 2:30. And if I get these dang stitches out, I'll be able to play Zelda again, which I'm excited about. Because it's been like 2 weeks since I played Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, crap in my pockets. Gold armor. I already know that recipe. And then my work schedule is changing after Labor Day as well, so that's it's gonna really change things. Y'all ready to go on this crazy new schedule ride with me? I'm ready to go to 12s. I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be really good. I am happy about it. It's gonna be an adjustment because I'm truly not a morning person, despite the fact that I talk to y'all like every morning. But 12s are something else, but happy for you. 3 12s are better than 5 8s, honestly. And with the way the rotation's gonna work, it'll be really nice to have like 5 days off work in a row. So I'm looking forward to it. We work 6 to 6. No, it's not bad, and usually you stay busy, so it's not like you're just sitting around. I mean, it's nice to stay steady, not like ridiculously busy, but I used to work 410s. My last job I worked 410s, and I really, really liked it. But that was about one of the only things I liked about that job. But I lost that when I came to my new job. Just caught a whale shark. Yes! How's the thumb doing? Really good. I showered today, and I took the whole bandage off, because normally I've been covering it with a plastic bag and, like, showering like this. It's really annoying. But today, I took the... I have been taking it off and, like, washing it and putting the bandage back on at the sink, just so y'all don't think I'm a gross person. But... hopefully stitches are coming out in the morning. Hopefully. If they stay in longer, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Four tens was nice. I had Tuesdays off. I went to the movies like every Tuesday, and that's one thing I'm truly excited about too. Ches, thank you for the follow. Is that I'm gonna get a movie pass again. One of like the AMC like passes. And I can see unlimited movies. And I can start going to movies again in the middle of the week like I used to do. I really genuinely miss that. Do you ever play Toilet Princess? Let me tell you about Toilet Princess. Oh, congrats on playing off your house, honey. I bought Franz's GameCube, okay? She had it for sale. I bought it. I bought Twilight Princess for like $100 on eBay. And I was like, I'm so excited. And then I played it. And it made me very angry. I've never beat it. I rage quit when you get to Pig Ganon, and I've never gone back. Well, Toilet Princess is an apt name for it. I haven't been to a movie theater since I was 17. I was at the movie theater on Saturday. I saw Barbie and I wept. Like, it was everything I could do not to just, like, ugly cry in that movie theater. It's so good. It was very, very good. Julie had a total meltdown over Pig Ganon, and I felt so bad for her. Yeah, man, it was not pretty. And I have not touched my GameCube since. Especially America's Free Speech. Oh my god. It's... The speech and the thing she says, like, right before it, I was just, like, holding it in. I can't believe this is how I'm finding out I can reorganize my pockets. Yeah! You just pick that thing up and you move that thing. And then you can pick that thing up and you can swap it with the other thing. And you can stack things as well. Like, if I want to just, like, grab one pumpkin and grab another pumpkin, I can take this pumpkin and I can stack it on the other pumpkin for a stack of 2. And then I can add it back to that one to max my stack at 10. Life-changing info. It really is. I've been on Animal Crossing so long, I miss anything new. I mean, the Fireworks Festival is every Sunday in August for both the Northern and the Southern Hemisphere. And, so it's just a fun thing that you can do. It's kind of an innocuous little thing. You can set custom fireworks, like there was Nicolas Cage's face. There's a piece of cake. I set those up. The little thing I'm wearing in my head, Isabel gave it to me. There's a little raffle that you can draw random things out of Red's box and win prizes, but generally that's about this. There's not a lot going on in August. They haven't done any more updates. They're not doing any more updates this game, so if you can already cook and do all that, and you've played since the cooking's been added, I think that was the last big update that was done. Scorpions. Any more scorpions? There is a TikTok that I saw about those who are plus the speech. Oh, that speech is so good. Yeah, I appreciate, I mean, not just the representation in that movie, but like the detail and the effort they went to in that movie, and the things that they said that you're just like, How do you catch scorpions? Very carefully. Barbie. Still Barbie. Scorpions are kind of tricky to catch, and they can hurt you. I have a video on how to catch tarantulas on my TikTok page, and you apply the same concept to scorpions. But you're essentially playing red light, green light with them. Can I do a stretch while this is all occupied? I can. Waiting for the next John Wick movie. I never saw the 4th one. I need to. Hi! Oh, look, we've got Red stretching with us today. I like the John Wick movies. I normally don't play Animal Crossing on the weekends. We're just kind of doing our normal thing just at night, and it's the first Sunday of the firework festival, so I wanted to do that. But I'm not going to be able to stream in the mornings at all this next week, so I figured I'd kind of do a stream tonight, because I feel bad. Stretching over here too? Oh, samesies! Fireworks are every Sunday during August. What happened to your hand? I had surgery on my thumb. No, my island isn't open today. My next island opening date is I don't want to misquote. Saturday the 19th, I think, is when I have it scheduled. What happened to your water jug? I have multiples. I can still work, it's just challenging because I'm not allowed to lift more than 3 pounds with this hand. This is my dominant hand as well. So, I had to push a literal 300-pound man through our hospital the other day and, like, up this lift and help. So I pushed it like this. No, it's like an ace wrap. And they're called fluffs that are underneath there. There was some other stuff underneath it, but no, it's a Coban. Sorry, it's Coban, not Ace Wrap. So it's like the sticky stuff. It's just purple because I ran out of my, like, I guess, flesh-colored ones. Coban. How can you shower? With a Ziploc bag and more Coban. Just found out Celeste is on my island because she's stretching with us. Oh my gosh. Isabella's the worst about announcements, but that's cool that you found out Celeste is on your island. When do you get it off? Hopefully tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Plot twist, I haven't showered in 2 weeks. No, I have showered at least once a day. Finally got Brewster, yay! Think you're gonna make your island completely flat? Any opinion on that? Good luck. That's gonna take some patience. Showering with that would be harder than showering with my PICC line. Oh my god, let me tell you. I've had to shower with a medical device implanted in me, and it's not fun, so I feel your pain. I work in radiology. So, I mainly do MRI full-time, but I also do X-ray, CAT scan, I can work in surgery, I can do all kinds of stuff. Made a heart waterfall, so cute! As someone who couldn't shower for 2 weeks after top surgery, I felt like hot garbage. I bet. Especially with your OCD, oh my gosh. Oh, I need to assess some fossils. Yeah, I've had, at one point, and this was when I was very, very sick when I was a teenager, I had a central line, I had an IV, like, in a couple of arms, and I also had a, peritoneal dialysis catheter coming out of my abdomen, none of which could get wet. So, yes! Radiology, my imaging peeps. Yeah. My brother doesn't get the patients in the hospital. He doesn't get paperwork. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I couldn't shower with it wet at first. That was when it was really new. But with any, like, I had it for almost 2 years. So it healed up enough to where it wasn't a problem. You just can't let it, like, dangle out of you. So if I remember correctly, I was a lot skinnier when I was on dialysis. And also when I was 16, like a lot of people are. And I got these, like, kind of bandeau style bras with removable straps that were kind of like training bras, and they fit around my abdomen, and I would curl my catheter up in it, and I would shower and wear those. So I had some that I would wear in the shower, and some that I just like wore every day. What happens if you've completed all the Nook Miles categories? Do new ones populate? No, unfortunately not. I work in the OR passing instruments to surgeons. Ah, you're a scrub. I love that. Hey, how are you? If you visit in Person's Island, can you bring things back with you? Yes, you can. You cannot use tools on their island, like shovels and axes and things. But I think you can use your fishing rod and your net. But I do island opening days, and I'm happy they'll come and visit, and I leave stuff out specifically for people to take. Dang it! Becca, thank you for the mini star. So cute. How's your hand surgery? It went well. Still got this on there. Marley, thank you for the ice cream. Just turned off my game. First firework night, and I loved it. Very nice. You can use shovels and stuff if you're best friends, correct. But not just like regular friends. I'm good, just been busy with work and other things. Man, I feel that. Yeah, it did go well. I unbandaged it today and washed it, and it's finally like, it's still bruised because I take forever to recover from bruising. But the swelling's gone down. It looks good. Hopefully getting the stitches out tomorrow. Yeah. That's how you can get other fruits. Visiting other people's islands who have fruits to share is like the best way to do that. You have to have Nintendo Online to visit other people's islands, unless you're on like local internet with somebody, like if you and a friend both play and you can get on your Wi-Fi or something. But other than that, you just need to make sure you've got the Nintendo Online. Bum, 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 bum. I'm glad it's feeling better too. I'm ready to get the stitches out so I can like flex. The problem is like where the incision was made was like across this joint right here. So it's a V shape across there. So the stitch, so it's really hard for me to flex it like down like that. Like this part, no problem. I got that down. But the bending of the whole thing is very difficult. Yeah, go up there. Oops! Upgrade, don't get to play often, really want to be able to make sidewalks. Yeah, I gotta hit your 3 stars for that. Is that where I had that? I don't feel like it was. I feel like maybe it was... Yeah, there we go. Let's go to a mystery island. Let's get mysterious. Bum, 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 bum. I know. I spent like 7,000 of them today too. Yeah, decided to do an evening stream of Animal Crossing because I'm not going to be able to do morning streams next week. So, enjoy. I am doing well today. Well, I'm doing okay today. The day did not start off great, but it ended pretty well, so that's something. What's some Mystery Islands? You just never know what they're gonna be. That's about it. Yeah, everything's fine. I just ran out of the other color. I've I leave it on for a few days and then I'll take it off and like wash my hand really well and put some lotion on it and kind of give it some air dry time and then put it back on. Then eventually like I'll change it out. But I ran out of the regular color, so I got purple. Bye, Sterling. Have a good night. Yeah, it's much more noticeable now. So, but hopefully I won't need it after tomorrow. I thought I paid attention over here. Y'all remember the color of hand drops? It's a very obviously different color. Bless you, Mason. Yeah, purple is my mother-in-law's favorite color. She has purple everything. It's so cute. But I don't know what the original color was. It's fine. It was like neutral tone. Like almost the same color as my skin, but not quite. Yeah, when you place a snapping turtle, he isn't in a container. I had one in my house for a pet for a while. They're just all like loose. What's Texas like in September? Hot. It's always hot. Goldfish they placed in a pretty bowl. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, what is winter? We either have summer or like not summer, but not really winter. It's okay, so for example, it is 8:30 at night, okay? 8:30 at night here in Texas. It is 96 degrees. That can't be correct. See, this says it's 100, but it feels like 99. I have firework nights. Yeah, fireworks every Sunday in August, starting at 7. Yes, regularly in shorts and like tank tops on Christmas. Your rating can go down, actually. Your rating can fluctuate depending on what you do to your island. You'll never like lose KK. You won't have to like do that goal again, but your rating can drop. Take the heat over -0 in Wisconsin. I don't like either of those choices. Over 120 degrees when my husband is deployed. Yeah, that sounds miserable. Because you've got to wear all the like gear out there. Not me playing Animal Crossing, because I also watch this. Yes! Call me Ray, thank you for the follow. She keeps telling me to build fences. Yeah, build lots of fences. Very dry, no humidity. Nice. I don't mind rating going. I hate all these trees. You know, I need a certain amount. It's 109, felt like 1,000. Yeah. Yeah. It's so humid here, too. It's just absolute misery. Like, I hate it. There we go. No shower skipping this time of year. The humidity was 96 today. That's horrid. I hate that. tips you give for a quick way to finish your island? That's an interesting question. Finish it, like, get it to 5 stars, or... My department at work has no AC either. Yeah, my husband doesn't have any AC at work either. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that, Craig. I feel that, like, all these mystery islands start to blur together, and then you get, like, one good one that breaks it up, and then you go back. It's the same ones. Ty, thank you for the follow. Those of y'all who are new here, don't forget to check out my link tree on my TikTok page. My Discord link is in there. Once I hit 20K, I'm going to be doing a really baller giveaway. I'm very excited about it. There's going to be a Animal Crossing themed prize and a Zelda themed prize. But despite the fact I haven't done it in 2 weeks, I swear I do play Zelda. There'll be, yeah, laminated copies of the Shy Bowl. I got Nintendo Online passes to give away. Finished layouts. And see, and that's so specific to, like, what you like on an island. Like, such an individualistic thing that I would recommend checking out Pinterest for ideas or finding some dream addresses and stuff to go to. Because, like, for me, I have a lovely little zen garden that I like, and I made a, like, public pool area, and there's a playground by my museum. So, Mason's obsessed with the noodle room. Your emotes are so funny. Thank you, I made them myself. I'm very, very proud of them. Coconut pancakes. I don't like coconut flavored stuff. That's definitely something streaming's done for me, is taught me to do a lot of new things that I had no idea how to do before. Like streaming in general. Or like making emotes, making these layouts. Like, I do all of this. Hey, Heather, how are you? Garrett, hello. Sorry for multiple questions. How do you get vegetables? The veggies I found on the boat mystery island. And the boat thing is like once you become a 3-star and then you go look for Brewster. You can also buy veggie starts from Leaf. And he rotates veggie starts as well. Yeah, I don't like coconut flavor and I don't like coconut texture. There's nothing about coconut I like. I find the bras to be uncomfortable. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, there's my whole slew of emotes. You lost your Animal Crossing game. Did it get deleted or did you like lose the physical cartridge? Yeah, Leaf is a little sloth. He sells all the plant stuff and he'll buy your weeds and that kind of thing. If you have him out on Harv's Island, he has rotating stock out there once a week. Lost the physical copy, like, don't know what happened to it. Oh my gosh, that sucks. It sucks to have to buy another game, but at least you didn't, like, lose your island, I guess? Sorry, my nose is, like, the itchiest tonight. All of this weather gives me terrible allergies. But still. Completely ghosted Harv's Island. No! The fireworks show is super chill. There's not a lot to do. You can submit custom designs to Isabelle for firework patterns. You can play Red's raffle game and win some relatively mediocre prizes. And then you can also, oops, I took a capture. You can, what else? This little headband I got from Isabel after talking to her after the fireworks started. You can get one of those in a variety of styles and colors. Excuse me. The thumb is good. We are hopefully getting stitches out tomorrow. Hopefully. Leaf is so sweet. Leaf's a sloth. How can he be scary? Your cat wasn't cared for properly at all and my door was... Oh my gosh. Is your cat okay? Have I found a money rock at all today? Because I don't feel like I have. There's so much stuff on this island. I don't think we can force spawn any scorpions tonight. I asked them to leave the door open for my cat to get his food and water bottle. Oh my gosh. Still working on my AC book I'm making? Yes! Make that AC book. How did I set up this live? Through TikTok Live Studio. Lots of practice and patience. Just had an everything shower and I'm climbing into bed with clean sheets, Mora. That is one of the best feelings in the entire world. Ugh. Truly one of these simple joys in life. Honestly. Yes. Well, I chopped down the coconut trees, so we're not going to spawn any good bugs. That's for sure. Let's head back. There's nothing I think I need here. Maybe we'll try to catch these fish. Trinity O'Neill, thank you for the heart me. I caught a rock. That's so stupid. I think I see a mosquito over there. It's so small. Do y'all see how small that thing is? And now it's gone. My new pet snapping turtle on the spot on my path won't line over the bridge. Oh, I love that. Endlessly craft to get to my Nook Miles goals. That's a good idea. Because I do still have some goals I'm trying to achieve here. It's so funny when you catch trash, it still spins like fish, right? You live stream something Sandalot. Thank you. I regularly stream Animal Crossing. It's a chill and welcoming place. So I'm glad you find it to be that way. What goals do you have? Just to have a good time. I try to do my daily Nook Miles tasks. Try to shake my trees, water my veggies, that kind of thing. Just general daily tasks. So I'm going to put back all my extra stuff in here. And then I think I need to assess some fossils, so I'm going to pull some fossils out of here. Island tour? I don't really do island tours. Mostly I just run around my island while I play, so I consider that a tour. Gonna have some caramel apple pie. I'll be back in a bit. Oh my goodness. That sounds decadent. Good night, Mason. Sleep well, love you. See you next time. Did I get my watering can back out? No. I need my watering can and I need my slingshot. What are you doing right now? I'm gonna go assess these fossils and bury these gyroids. That's why I need my watering can. Jackson, thank you for the follow. 22341461, thank you for the follow. Why are there fireworks going off? Because every Sunday in the month of August, there are fireworks on your island. It's the fireworks festival. And so you can go and have fireworks, and you can do custom fireworks and play a little raffle with Red. Oh, look at that big boy. And it's between 7 p.m. and midnight on your island. Bryn, thank you for the follow. Good night. See you next time. Dang it. I'm also looking for scorpions. It is still shark season for the Northern Hemisphere, yes. Villagers do love to receive fossils. I like to gift them big fossils because then they won't put them in their house. I also like to gift them gyroids. My island doesn't really have a theme. It's mostly just like, if this island really existed and I could go live on it, what would I want? Oh my god, I never see Blathers awake because I always play during the morning. Got to play my childhood GameCube and I almost started crying. I was so happy. I love that. That was like when I started playing Roller Coaster Tycoon a few weeks ago. And I changed the music on one of the rides and it like triggered something in me from my childhood that I was just like misty-eyed about it in like a good way. My island theme is me. I like the way, yeah. I am the theme. Jolly good. There's a device called a capture card that you can hook up your Switch to your computer and then you can stream it out to the world. It's crazy things that trigger nostalgia. It certainly is. I want to get an Animal Crossing tattoo on my foot, but of what? I don't know. That's always the thing. I incorporated flowers into my sleeve. The flowers from Animal Crossing because I wanted it to be subtly Animal Crossing, but since my entire sleeve is gaming, it fit in very well. Okay, I'm gonna go eat my pie and be back. Yes. No, I haven't made any custom designs, and I hardly use custom designs. Going for Fairy Core Space Theme and don't have a single moon item. Might be worth looking into Nookazon to go trade with people on there to get the space themes. You can do the butterflies. See, that would be fun because they are all real butterflies that exist in the real world. A Nook Leaf, that's cute. I've thought about trying to do some custom designs for this upcoming Halloween season. I was thinking about looking some up. Talk about getting a little Nico tattooed behind my ear. I almost read that as Nike, and I was like, Nico's so cute. Lambs are crying. Thank you for the finger hearts. Nico is adorable. Gonna pick all the flowers. Give my left leg for Nico to be on my island. Right? Like, I wish you could invite him to live on your island. He is the most precious baby angel, and I love him. Cat's paw on the side of my shoulder because I recently lost a pet. I've been paranoid about the other pet dying. Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. I love a good pet portrait. Pet memorial tattoo. I have my turtle tattooed on me. Have you donated stuff to your museum? Like at least one thing to each section? I'm getting my cat's Humane Society number tattooed on me next week. I love that. Yes, it should be soon. Why do you pick the flowers? To craft and sell, or just sell. The rarer colored flowers, blacks, golds, the green mums, purple tulips, things like that, they sell. I had him 18 years, he was such a good boy. Oh. That's a long time. What a good life you gave him. Yeah, taking the time to do the crafting can be really tedious, but it can be really worth it. I especially like to say this with cooking. Like, selling the raw ingredients is worth a lot of money, but in like every situation, cooking the ingredients into something is going to net you more bells than just selling the ingredients. For a wooden shelf, I don't know. Does a wooden shelf DIY exist? Wooden bookshelf, wooden block bookshelf. But I don't see this one. Oh, this big one. Yeah, okay, there's a DIY for it. I went right by it. My favorite to watch, thank you. If you're looking for a specific DIY, you should really check out Nookazon. It's not a Nintendo like sanctioned website, but it's like Amazon for people who play Animal Crossing. So you'll pay with like bells or Nook Miles tickets, or like some people are just giving away DIYs for free because they have extras. So go check it out. Like, I have a wish list on there that I made for myself, so I know which DIYs to keep my eyes peeled for. because I've almost got every DIY and recipe, but not quite. So, Nookazon. There you go, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know if it has an app. I just go to the website, like, on my computer. As much as I like my phone, if I can see things on a bigger screen, I'm gonna look on my actual computer. So, learning so much for everybody. Yes, there's a site, and I like the Discord. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, the Halloween Arch stays up year-round. I think there's an app, too. Okay. Yeah, if you're new here and you enjoy this content, then I have an Animal Crossing tips playlist on my TikTok page that you should check out. I also have a playlist of every month I make a video about the new creatures that are coming out. Like seasonally. Bugs, fish, sea creatures for both hemispheres. And then I just this month started doing Animal Crossing like villager birthdays. So I made a big video for like every villager birthday in the month of August. So there's those helpful tips and tricks. And then if you join the Discord, if you can, if you want, there's a bunch of other players in there who are also very knowledgeable and very kind and helpful. So welcome to the fam. I guess that's what I'm saying. Know where all your resources are. Yeah, I love the Halloween Arch. Me and my OG villager share a birthday? That's fun! Also, the Discord's where I'm going to do this giveaway. If you look down there, it says 20k giveaway. Once I hit 20,000 followers, I'm doing a big giveaway with an Animal Crossing prize pack and a Zelda prize pack. And it's going to be great. And you have to be in the Discord to win, so... Okay, so we're just going to sell flowers and flower-related crafts. So we've got gold roses, purple tulips, black roses, black roses, black roses, black roses, gold roses, purple roses, purple tulips, and then we've got the dark tulip crown, dark tulip crown, dark tulip crowns. This is just flowers and flower-related things. Confirm. Pick and sell your rare flowers. There you go. What's in the Zelda pack, or is it a surprise? It's not a surprise. Honestly, I just keep like buying stuff and I throw it all in this one drawer to sort out later. Give me 1 second, I'll grab some of it. I'm only a week into Animal Crossing. Your islands are pretty. Thank you. Why are there fireworks? There are fireworks every Sunday in August. What was the Animal Crossing app you had on your phone again? It's just the regular Nintendo Online app. So, part of the Zelda giveaway is going to be the guidebook. It's a soft cover version of the Tears of the Kingdom guidebook. Happy evening. We're going over what's going to be, not everything, but some stuff in the prize packs. So this is still sealed guidebook. Also, let's see. That is Animal Crossing. It's heavy, not gonna lie. It's pretty hefty. if I can get it open. I am still on, not for much longer. I'm kind of just going over what's in the prize pack. Dang, there we go. Also, for Zelda, these mini amiibo cards. These are all of the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, like, amiibo cards. So it's the whole pack of them. Nintendo Online for 3 months. A Tears of the Kingdom Switch case. That was already open. I just closed it. There we go. See, just got the regular Switch case. I also made a video about this event that's going on that y'all should go check out. And then there might be a big Animal Crossing prize pack and then a small Animal Crossing prize pack, because I got a lot of Animal Crossing stuff. So for Animal Crossing, there's this Switch case that has the leaves on each side. And then it comes with a Switch, like, game case. And then I've got a mini set of the Sanrio amiibos. Oh, I've got 2 of those. We're doing 2 Animal Crossing prize packs, I forgot. So I've got 2 of those. So I'm going to divide those up into a giveaway set. I've got some blind packs of amiibo cards. Another 3-month online. Another Sanrio pack. I got a lot of Sanrio packs here to give away. This is the actual size Sanrio packs. The Happy Home Paradise DLC, which has to come with the receipt because apparently the code is on the receipt, not on the thing. And then I've got some really fun, like, Sanrio items that aren't necessarily, like, Animal Crossing themed, but I'm gonna do, like, a little pack of the Sanrio cards. I think I have, like, a keychain, like, chapstick thing that's really cute, and this other little bag to go in. I've got some Sanrio, like, stickers that'll probably go with it. It's just fun little stuff like that. There will probably be a new copy of each game as well, included in the big prize packs. I've always bought a copy of the game to go in previous giveaways. Like, I'll buy a copy of Animal Crossing and the Shy Bowl, that's right. And I'll probably buy a copy of Tears of the Kingdom, and I'll probably buy a copy of Animal Crossing to give away as well. So, it's 20K giveaway! I do all my giveaways in the Discord, and I have a bot that picks them for me, so I don't have to do it. People have to enter themselves, and then the bot chooses, so it makes my life very easy. So once I hit 20,000 followers, which we're still 800 people away, those giveaways will open up, and I usually leave them open to enter for a week, and then it picks the winners, and I will ship them. I will pay for the shipping and stuff. So, yeah, I like to do the big giveaways. This will be, I did one when I hit 10K. I did giveaways when Tears of the Kingdom came out because I was excited. And I usually do them like this because I tend to stream multiple games. You want the Shy Bowl? This is going to be laminated, and I'm looking for, I cannot find an orange notebook anywhere. I need to figure out where I bought this thing because I want to get an orange notebook to put it in so it'll match mine. So, yeah. I am weighting the giveaway in the subs' favor. Yes. So if you are a subscriber, or if you can only subscribe for like 1 month and you want to wait till I hit 20K and then join it, do that. That would probably be a smart way to do it if you can't afford or just don't want to subscribe for multiple months. Just keep watching till I hit 20K and then subscribe that month. But you've got to be in the Discord. Subscribers will get a boost in their chance of winning any and all of the prizes, and you can win multiple giveaways. So just keep that in mind. We have a ways to go, but I like to put it out there so people kind of know what's going on. Cheers. But just remember, no morning streams next week. Because work, But other than that, do look for afternoon streams. We're going to try to get into Zelda this week. If I can get my thumb cleared, we're going to get back into Zelda because I need to finish Tears. So, thank you all for the follows. I thought I got rid of that Galeoli one. And I guess that's it. Have a lovely night. I'm glad we got to hang out tonight, but I need to go to bed. So, I will see y'all tomorrow afternoon, I suppose. Tomorrow evening. Maybe not tomorrow. We'll see. Hit up the Discord. My stream announcements go out there. Thanks, everybody.